One of the most common things dentists tell me when they're thinking about ownership is this. Dr. Park, I'm scared of building a bigger dental office. And I get it, I really do. Bigger space feels risky, more chairs feels overwhelming, and in your head, all you're thinking about is cost, cost, and cost. But what's interesting is this, every dentist who told me they were scared to build bigger ended up saying the exact same thing later. I'm so glad I did this. And today, I want to explain why building bigger feels scary up front, but it ends up being one of the smartest decisions you can make as an owner dentist. Hi, I'm Dr. David Park, and I help multiple dental associate docs become owner dentists by building dental offices for them and not only build it, but help them succeed by giving them full support. This is what we do at Clear Lakes Dental. Okay, so let's talk about it. Point number 1, expansion happens whether you plan for it or not. When you build a dental clinic, you're not just building it for day 1. You're building for year 3, year 5, even year 10. And the biggest mistake that I see new owner dentists make is building for only how they practice today, not how the clinic will function once it succeeds. Because here's the thing, if your clinic runs even halfway decently, it will grow. Patients will come, hygiene will fill up, and your schedule will get tighter. Now, let's draw something simple. So, we have here a clinic, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chairs. 6 chairs feel safe and manageable. Most dentists default to this. And at the beginning, it works fine. But then reality sets in. Your daily patient volume increases, hygiene gets busier, and you start thinking about adding more providers, maybe an associate, maybe a dental therapist. And suddenly you're stuck, like physically stuck. There's no room to add chairs, no room to increase your hygiene column, and no flexibility for your provider overlap. So pretty much you grew to the extent of your max capacity, and because of this, you hit a revenue ceiling. And that is around maybe $1.2 million to $1.8 million. Cool. And at that point, same-day treatment gets limited, recall programs can't scale, and hygiene has no overflow capacity. Again, there is no room to grow. And now let's redraw this. And here's what most dentists get wrong. So we have a bigger dental office, and most dentists think that they have to fill up all the operatories with the dental chairs initially. And then they also think that they have to hire everyone on day 1, which causes more stress. But that's not how it works. A bigger square footage doesn't mean instant expansion, it means optionality. You grow into it. You start with the same 6 chairs, but now you have room to breathe. You can add hygiene when demand increases, another provider when system stabilizes, or even add specialists to your practice when you get complex cases. And guess what? You're no longer stuck with limited space. And this is where leverage comes in, because once your clinic has room to scale, you can start hiring in a way that actually makes ownership worth it. You get to hire more people, promote your leaders, and let your dental business run by itself. Because in the end, it still is a business. And once that system is running, the clinic doesn't depend on you being there every minute. That is the whole reason why people pursue ownership. Not to work more, but to have more control. So yeah, if you want to work full time, great. If you want to cut back, also great. If you want to stay at home with family, that's definitely an option. And why are these an option? Because a good system will run itself and you have the option to do whatever you like. And here's a strategy most dentists don't realize that they can do. So we go back to our drawing here, and did you know you can plumb and plan a large space for your future chairs, but only install 6 chairs initially? Let me show you. So pretty much what we're going to do is we have dental chairs on the initial 6, and we plan to have a dental chair in this area, and this area, and this area, this area, this area, this area, and maybe a couple more here. So what happens is we're going to start plumbing this area and make a connection. And this green line is just plumbing lines, maybe like this. And then, I don't know, something for your like bathrooms and wet labs and whatever. And pretty much what the green lines show is your future dental chairs that can be added later. Later, when growth demands it, adding dental chairs becomes easy, not a construction nightmare. You save money up front, but you also protected your future. Compare that to a tight office. And the cost difference is smaller than you think. Now let's talk about the thing that everyone worries about, cost. When I first started, I didn't understand ownership expenses at all. I assumed bigger space meant dramatically higher costs. But when you look at the rent, especially per square foot, the difference between a smaller clinic and a moderately larger clinic is usually smaller than a dentist expects. An extra 2,000 to 2,500 square feet might only be a few $1,000s per month. That's it. And what you get in return is a massive upside. It gives the ability to 1. Add providers without moving, 2. Scale hygiene without bottlenecks, 3. Grow your revenue without rebuilding, and 4. Future-proof your clinic. The increase in cost due to a bigger office is minimal compared to how much you will make. It will be fun. Every dentist who builds bigger tells me the same thing later. I was scared at first, but I'm relieved now. Why? Because they didn't have to move their dental clinic to build another one. They could have made another second office, but management and logistics would be tough. They had the option to do more in an already established dental office. And that is the difference between building for survival and building for success. So if you're afraid to build bigger, that's normal, 100%. But you gotta make sure that you don't confuse fear with bad decision. Again, building bigger doesn't mean you have to fill up every operatory chairs right away. It just gives you a lot of room to grow. If you're an associate thinking about ownership and wondering how to build big, think long term. At Clear Lake Dental, we help dentists build clinics with expansion in mind, systems in place, and full support after opening. And now that you know why building a bigger office is important, we probably should look at a video for construction. I think it will be a good idea to watch this next video because it will pretty much tell you most everything you'll need when building your dental office.
Nadyan Moy Heyman.